Excited about what I'm going to be sharing with you guys tonight. Just want to make sure that all the settings are okay. So can everybody hear me okay? Somebody just send me. We're in the new qualifying period of the Reliv year. And I thought, what better way to start the qualifying year off as to go right back to the basics? Because sometimes people can complicate this business instead of really looking at the basics and applying the basic principles in order to build this business. Again, one of the things that everybody who does this business, everybody who comes into Reliv, they have to understand, why are they doing this business? If somebody convinced you to do this business, then that is not strong enough for you to build the business, because you have to have been fully convinced in your own mind why you're doing the business. So your why is that we face in this business. If your why is not strong enough, it is very easy to quit. It's very easy to say, well, let me go back and do what I was doing before. Because first of all, you have to understand, once you identify what your why is, you have to understand how badly you want it. How hard are you prepared to work in order for you to achieve your goals? You see, your goals are extremely precious to you, and you have to protect them. Because if you don't protect your goals, there's going to be 10 people behind you ready to pull you down. Sometimes there's people that don't want to work towards their own futures, but when somebody else is working towards theirs, they're quick to want to pull them down. And these people, if you let them, will steal your dreams, steal everything that you want to achieve in life. Because what they will do, they will try to infiltrate your head and then start to live there, and then start feeding that negativity onto you on a daily basis. Yeah, who are you looking at? Are you looking at somebody else's success and comparing them to your own? What I say to you, the only person you should be looking at is the person in the mirror. And you should be saying to them, how badly do you want to get to where you need to go? You need to just look at the man in the mirror or the woman in the mirror and say, okay, here I am, and I am ready to go out and I'm ready to do this. Yeah? What's your alternative? Is your alternative to go back to that 9-to-5 job that you used to do? Well, think about it for a second. The reason why you decided to do the business and to come out of the 9-to-5 is because you saw that your life was more valuable than trading your time for somebody else's money. Well, let's get right back to basics, guys. Let's go back to the fundamentals, because so many people steer away from the fundamentals, and when you're not getting the results, you're blaming everybody else apart from yourself. But the fact of the matter is, we are the ones that are responsible for our own success, and we are the ones that are responsible for our own failures as well. So guys, this is a system that has been put in place so that you can get to where you need to be. Now, you can choose to plug into the system, or you can choose not to plug into the system. But you know something? The system is not discriminative. If you plug into it, it will work. If you don't plug into it, your business will not work. But an excuse is the biggest roadblock to your progression. Yeah, you see, if you have an excuse, it just shows you that your why is not strong enough. In regards to moving forward in the business, it all boils down to activity. You can have this. You can have a big why. You can have a focus on where you see yourself in 5 or 6 years' time, but if it isn't backed up by activity, it's not going anywhere. How many times have you brought somebody to a meeting and they've left the meeting and they said, I'll think about it? Or they've left the meeting and they said, I'll speak to my spouse about it. Or I'll do my research and my due diligence. They may have had a really good intention of doing that. But the reality is, when they left that meeting, they went right back into their life with all the troubles and all the trials and all the tests that their life was bringing. And then the Reliv meeting was something pale in the distant past that they went to. It was not on their priority. Why? Because no action was taken. So the good intention just stayed where it was. The money-making activities. And the reality is, the only money-making activities are when you're talking or in contact with new people, showing them the business presentation. Yeah? Money-making activities is not checking your email. Money-making activities is not even being on this training webinar, even though it will aid you to make the money. but it's not making you money right now. Why? Because what you're doing is you're investing in yourself, in your education, but you're not speaking to somebody about Reliv. People say, well, in the information age, do we really need to go to hotel meetings? I mean, that's a bit old school, isn't it? Well, the reality is that network marketing has always been about people. It's always been about connections. It's always been about relationships. And I don't care how good the technology is, and technology is excellent. You can have webinars like this, Google Hangout sessions, and all kinds of stuff, but it will never ever substitute being physically in front of somebody, seeing the whites of their eyes, and talking to them about this business opportunity. If the